those arrows. In other words, Babylon the Great.
Oh yeah, I brought that earlier. Shoot out. I know it's in Isaiah. Jeremiah 50 years.
Oh, you got it, okay. Yeah, 50 and 14.
This is Jeremiah 50 and 14. Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about.
Yeah, which is America going.
All ye that bend the bow, shoot at her. Spare no arrows.
Yep. And that's what 2nd Ezra the 15th chapter. What verse would you read before? In 2nd Ezra 15.
2nd Ezra's.
I tell you what, read that again and then read what you got as well. Read Jeremiah 50 verse 14 again.
This is
so that they can see the connection.
Jeremiah 50 and 14. Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about. All ye that bend the bow, shoot at her.
Right. So
spare no arrows.
So spare no arrows. It says, all that bend the bow, set yourself up against her and bend the bow and shoot at her. So that's exactly what these nations are going to be doing, man. Now we're going to read 2nd Ezra now. What's said in there?
So back in 2nd Ezra 15 and 15 and verse 20. Behold, saith the Most High, I will call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me, which are from the rising of the sun, from the south, from the east, and from Libanus, to turn themselves one against another.
Right, to turn themselves against one another. So that's how the Lord is going to reverence himself. Go on.
And repay the things that they have done to them.
Right, and to repay the things that they have done unto them. Joel the 3rd chapter. Straight up and down. Go on.
Like as they do yet this day unto my chosen.
Like as they do yet this day to his chosen. So what's the date, brothers? It's November, what is it? November...
Is it the 16th now?
Yeah, November 16th. And the time is, 11 minutes past 6. And it's, it's 2019, a year correct now.
That's right.
You see? So even unto this very day, they're harming the chosen, which you have a chosen amongst the nations, which is the nation of Israel. You have a chosen nation amongst the nations. Go on.
So will I do also, and recompense in their bosom.
Right, and recompense unto their bosom. So everything that they've done unto us, the chosen nation that he chose, the apple of his eye, he's going to do unto them. Straight up and down. Go on.
Thus saith the Lord thy power, my right hand shall not spare the sinners, and my sword shall not cease over them that shed innocent blood upon the earth.
Right, and that shed innocent blood upon the earth. What was America been doing all these years? Shedding innocent blood upon the earth. From Baghdad to Afghanistan, etc. Under the lie or the guise of, because they got weapons of mass destruction.
Yeah.
Okay, or the September 11 attacks. So they've been shedding innocent blood. Even amongst the other nations, they've been doing this. So the arrows are not going to be spared against Babylon the Great. Likewise, go on.
The fire has gone forth from his wrath, and have consumed the foundations of the earth, and the sinners like the straw that is kindled.
Yep, and all of the sinners as the straw is kindled. Because all of the sinners of the Lord's people will die by the sword also. Those that are in league with this system, that take the trip, they're going to be caught up into that lake of fire as well. And I'm not talking about hell under the ground. I'm talking about those missiles. They're going to create that fire that this is speaking about. Because the whole idea of you burning in hell underneath the earth, that don't even exist. That's what you call Greek mythology. Myth. It's a myth. Go on.
For the Lord, it's like it, verse 24.
Yep.
Woe to them that sin and keep not my commandments, saith the Lord.
Right. Woe to them that sin, that keep not my commandments. The word woe means destruction. And that's the 2/3. Right. Go on.
This is verse 25. I will not spare them. It's like it, verse 25. I will not spare them. Go your way, ye children, from the power. Defile not my sanctuary.
Right. Go ye away from the children, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
Defile not my what?
Defile not my sanctuary.
Defile not my sanctuary. So this is why you have small sanctuaries of men that are going to stick true to the word. And these men are not going to defile the sanctuary, man. We're keeping the sanctuary clean by teaching that which is clean, which will clean brothers up, that will clean young men up. What does it say in the scriptures? And it's in the book of Psalms. It says, what shall a young man do to what is it?
How shall a young man
Cleanse his way? By what?
By
The word.
washing of the word.
By the washing of the word. You see? So that's how we're being cleaned. Go on, brother. And we're keeping the sanctuary clean. Go on.
Verse 26, for the Lord knoweth all them that sin against him, and therefore delivereth he them unto death and destruction.
Yeah. So let's get Zechariah 13, what is it, in 8. 13, 9, and 10. Zechariah 13, 9, and 10.
So what, 13?
Yeah.
This is Zechariah 13 and 9. I will bring the third part through the fire. Salakia, verse 8. Zechariah 13 and 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein.
Which is the 33%, the 66.6% of those that the Lord is going to take care of in destroying them. Those are the ones that he knows that are sinning against him, according to what we just read. So let's go back to what we read. That's a lot of Israelites, man. So it's going to seem like the Lord is going to wipe the whole nation out, just like how he did with the angels in the book of Ezekiel, the 9th chapter. But it's going to be a lot more worse. But this time we're going to know why he's doing it.
Right.
Verse, so back in 2nd Ezra 15 and 26. For the Lord knoweth all them that sin against him, and therefore delivereth them unto death and destruction.
Yeah.
For now are the plagues come upon the whole earth, and ye shall remain in them.
Yep.
For the Most High shall not deliver you, because ye have sinned against him.
Yeah, because you have sinned against him. That goes for a lot of these two-thirds, these wannabe rap artists, these wannabe football artists, and all of these individuals out there that just want to just do what they want to do, and gallivanting around into all of these vain philosophies. They want to call themselves comedic, call themselves Pan-Africanists, and not revolting back to the Lord. They're gonna get caught up in that mess. They're gonna get caught up into that second death. It says that the Lord knoweth them that sin up against him, and he will deliver them unto what? Let's read that again.
Verse 26, for the Lord knoweth all them that sin against him, and therefore delivereth he them unto destruction, death and destruction.
And Esau, the Most High is going to use Esau to go up against these two-third niggards too.
Yeah.
Get me that in Isaiah 10. You know what I want.
Yeah.
Because Jake is wicked as all hell, man. Jake is wicked, man.
Yeah.
All Jake want to do, and you know what? So you got these dumb Jakes that are into this Christianity nonsense. Heard this, we're in 2019, a year of information, the days of information.
Right.
You still got these niggards that are still in Christianity, supporting vocab alone. That blowfish mother effer, man.
Yeah.
That blowfish face mother effer. Excuse me. Go on, bro.
Yeah. This is Isaiah 10 and 21. The remnant shall return, even the remnant of Jacob, unto the mighty power.
Right.
Is that the one?
No, yeah, keep going. No, it says it's Jeremiah 10, where it says the Assyrian, he's gonna yeah. I will send them against a hypocritical nation.
Yeah. No, it's Isaiah 10. It's Isaiah 10. Has to be. Yes, verse 6.
Verse 6. This is Isaiah 10.
Something verse 5.
Come on, this is Isaiah 10 and 5. O Assyrian, the rod of mine anger, and the staff in their hand is mine indignation.
Right.
I will send him against an hypocritical nation, and against the people of my wrath will I give him a charge to take the spoil, and to take the prey, and to tread them down like the mire of the streets.
And when you read about the Assyrians were a ruthless nation against the house of Israel. I mean, this was a nation to be feared at one time. So Esau's going to come with that same spirit, and if not more so, because he's the epitome of the sword himself. So he's going to come with the sword, and pretty much Esau's going to be his own. The Lord is going to use him as the whipping stick against the 2/3. And that's when they're gonna meet their demise, and they're going to think about what the weird guys were saying on the streets as they declare us to be with the robes on. Oh yeah, they said that Esau was the devil. They said that the so-called white people are the devil and all this other stuff.
Wow.
And they're gonna remember. And I'm saying the pure-blooded ones. You know what I mean? Because you got brothers that look a certain way. You know, but you know what I mean, brother. They gonna say that, man. You know, they're gonna remember that. They're gonna remember that. You know. But then it's just gonna be too late.
If I
Go on.
yeah.
Go on, bro.
Now, if I could just add to what you're saying, because I've been watching a lot of the comedians lately. When our brother put up the Godfrey comedian on Vlad,
Right.
and I was started to get me more interested in a lot of these comedians, because a lot of them are very you said about they call the Jakes, right, the Hebrew Israelites. We talk about history, we go into history, but a lot of these sellouts, they know their history.
Yeah, they know the deal. Yeah.
Because I was just following a lot of them. One of them just died, John Witherspoon. He just died. He's going into about gumbo and about swine and all that.
Oh, he passed away.
Yeah, he's passed away now.
Well, hey, that's what it is, man.
Funny people, but a lot of the Jakes are funny. But the point is that when they break down their stand-up
So
comedian,
when did he die, brother?
last
week.
yeah.
Last week. Well, that's what. Well, you know what? To be honest with you, that's good for his behind.
Yeah.
He's telling you he eat gumbo. Yeah, well, that gumbo took his life.
Yeah, the gumbo pod. He was going into about all the food that you can, gumbo, and he knew about. All of them know history. What's his name? D.L. Hartley. He's got his own show.
Yeah.
TK. What's his name? Kirtland. These guys, and I was listening to them just like as the brother put up the on the WhatsApp. I just started to like listen to them, and a lot of them they ain't stupid, man. But as it brings out there he's going to the Most High is vexed with the hypocritical nation, because they know a lot of history and know a lot of facts and figures, but they're not doing anything for their people.
Yeah, they're not acting on what they know.
Right. So they're using it to make money, going on that Vlad interviews and all that, and they know that Vlad. A couple of times they said, "Yeah, you're white man, Vlad. I know you. You know." And they're calling out a lot of things on an indirect way, in a comedy way. Yeah. With jest. So I said to myself, "Boy, these people, they know the situation, but they ain't doing nothing about it."
Yeah.
You know.
But though they can't do nothing about it because a lot of them sold out.
Right.
And if they do speak about it, they're gonna lose every single thing. So they have to keep their mouth shut.
And
good old boys. Go on.
It's like one last thing. Another guy who's seen as a messiah, Eddie Murphy. He's coming back to stand-up comedy. So what they're really doing is that they're using these big celebrities to put people back to sleep again.
Yeah, exactly. But the thing of Eddie Murphy, he's old, man. He's not moving the same way he moved before.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, he's losing it.
Right,
man.
Right.
Once you get to a certain age, you lose the flavor, you lose the sauce, man. You ain't got the flavor no more.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So Esau,
it ain't gonna work.
Yeah. So Esau's basically Esau's desperate. That's why he's putting him back up there to try and help put people back to sleep again. Because comedy's big. I never knew how big it was until I started to look into it. You know.
And it's like Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle, he's still funny, still a funny comedian, but he ain't the same Dave Chappelle that I grew up listening to.
Right.
Because when he was younger, man, he was more funny. He was more, he was more flown.
Yeah.
He's old. He's kind of like, man, it ain't the same.
Right.
So Esau's trying to find every sort of, like you said, every avenue to try to bring people back to sleep.
But some people say he's cloned, Some people say that
I don't believe in that.
I don't know, but all right, can't. It's like that.
Like you said, brother, Esau's trying to set these old guys up to put people back to sleep, but it's too late, man. It's too late. Go on, bro.
So this is Mark 8:36. For what shall it profit man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul?
Yeah, because these guys have sold their soul only for a particular moment in time, because they thought that they were always going to be, in this system. Jake just thinks that this is all it is. This is just the world. This is how it's always going to be. Esau's gonna be on top. I'm gonna be at the bottom, and all this extra stuff. That's what they feel and think. But what they don't understand is it's only for a temporary moment of time. This world that we're under is only set up for a temporary moment of time. Go on.
This is 1 Corinthians 7:31. And they that use this world as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passeth away.
The fashions of this world passeth away. So it says using the world but not abusing the world. So it's like us, we're in the truth and we know where we stand in this world. We know that this ain't really our world, as they like to say. Well, you know, we live in a democratized society and everyone's equal. We know that that's not true. When we look at the reality of how things are operating, we know that we are in captivity. The Israelites are in captivity right now, serving slavery, okay, facing the curses, and you have all of these other nations, man. They get to flaunt themselves and all of that. So we know the situation. So it says using the world but not abusing the world. But you got the ones of our people. They've given themselves over to sell out to this world, not knowing that this world is only for a temporal moment in time. Okay,
and that's very literal, because when you look at all the fashion trends in history, they come and they go. Like 10, 15 years ago, it was the fashion to wear baggy Evisu jeans and Avrexes. If you wore that now, people think you're stupid. You're wearing fitted error hats and everything.
Right. And you wearing jerseys too. Come on, man. So everything, like the brother said, the fashions of this world pass away. Every trend changes. Nothing stays the same. So if nothing stays the same in this society, then there would have to be a change of worlds, man. Because this world is a changing world anyway. This world changes every so often. So a world that's always changing can't never remain. But our kingdom is not going to be changing. I mean, we're going to change for the better, but our ways are going to remain to be the same. We're still going to harness and expose the righteousness of the Heavenly Father. But this society just changes every other minute, even more now than ever before, because we live in a fast age, a technological age. You know, go on, bro.
This is James 4:4. Ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that friendship of the world, it's like a friendship of the world, is enmity with the Most High.
Right, because the Lord ain't dealing with the world. Right now, this is Satan's world. Satan runs this society. So if you want to be down with Satan, then you be my guest and be down with this world. Sell your soul any kind of form of way or fashion you can. All right. So you gotta pick and choose. Who are you gonna be standing with? Are you gonna be standing with Yahushua, or are you gonna be standing with Satan? All right. And I can say that bluntly. I can say that straight up and down, because this world is of Satan. It's adverse. It breaks every law in the Bible. So how satanic can you get out of that? Go on.
Whosoever therefore will be whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of the Most High.
Yeah, exactly. So all of these people, including the 2/3 of our own people, they're enemies of the Most High. And you don't want to be on that side. Because now you're going to have to deal with the great plagues that's written in this book. As we just read. The Lord know of them that sin against him. Those are his enemies. But they're going to be his friends again when it's all said and done. So with that, we're going to close out, giving all praises
to Yahweh, Yahushai.
That's it. And with that, we're going to close out. Lord willing, we come back here next week. Shalom.
Shalom.